Ever feel like some parts of your business are just kind of resource black holes? Always taking and taking?
Yeah, I think we all know that feeling.
Well, today we're going to flip the script on that.
Oh, yeah?
We're going to do a deep dive into how AI automation can transform those cost centers, you know, the ones.
Into what? Profit center?
Exactly.
Somewhere?
And we're going to look specifically at boosting EBITDA.
Ah, yes. EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization.
A mouthful. But the point is, it's a key measure of a company's operating profitability.
Really gives you a clear picture of how the core operations are doing.
All right, so for this deep dive, we're going to be looking at the CAIO's Talk podcast,
Oh, nice.
specifically episode 1. And we've got insights from Sam Obeidit, the president at World AIX,
Okay.
and Niel Gupta, the director of automation and AI at 7X. These guys are really leading the charge when it comes to AI strategy and cost optimization.
For sure. Real visionaries.
And their big takeaway is that to see real ROI from AI projects, you got to tie them directly to your P&L.
Your profit and loss statement. Makes sense.
So let's get down to brass tacks.
Love it.
Sam Obeidit talked about AI tackling invoice validation. I mean, if you've ever dealt with a mountain of invoices, you know this sounds kind of like magic.
Yeah, a little bit.
So walk us through how AI actually does this.
Well, the magic is in the tech. So AI learns to read invoices using OCR.
OCR.
Optical character recognition. So basically a computer learns to see text.
Ah, okay.
Then it uses machine learning to get even smarter over time, identifying all the important details, cross-checking with your records, and flagging anything that looks off.
So it's not just faster, it's more accurate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this frees up your finance team from all that tedious data entry.
Yeah.
They can focus on higher level stuff,
Aw,
spotting trends or, opportunities that they would never have had time for before.
so much more strategic.
Absolutely.
All right, let's shift gears to operations. Niel Gupta had some interesting points about using AI to automate repetitive tasks, the everyday stuff. What kind of impact are we talking here?
Well, if we're talking bottom line, AI can really streamline those high-volume routine tasks in operations.
Give us some examples.
Sure, like sorting shipments in a warehouse or pulling key data from customs documents, things like that.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
When AI takes over these tasks, everything gets faster and more efficient. You spend less time on manual work, which means you can increase output and ultimately become more profitable.
Smoother logistics, fewer bottlenecks, healthier financials.
That's the idea.
But it's not just finance and operations, right? Even HR, a department that's traditionally very people-centric, can benefit from AI automation.
Oh, absolutely, especially the administrative side of HR. Generating standard letters, managing leave requests, processing all that offboarding paperwork, necessary but time-consuming. AI can handle all that really well.
Freeing up HR to focus on bigger picture stuff.
Exactly. Strategic initiatives that can have a huge impact on your business. Things like talent development and building a strong company culture.
It's like AI is laying the groundwork across all these different departments. And we're not just talking about small improvements here. There was a real-world success story that really jumped out.
Yeah, there was a great example of an organization that cut their annual costs by $2 million just by using AI-powered automation in their finance and HR.
$2 million. That's incredible.
It is. And this resulted in a 35% reduction in overhead and a 60% drop in processing errors.
Hard to argue with those numbers.
Yeah, it's pretty clear evidence that AI, when applied strategically, can give you a real EBITDA edge.
Okay, so say you're listening to this and thinking, all right, I'm sold, but where do I even start? What's that first critical step?
Start with a pilot project. Identify a process in your organization that's well-defined and where you can measure the potential ROI. Keep it contained.
Like a test run.
Yeah, exactly. And if that pilot project is a success, it builds confidence. You've got a strong case to expand your AI initiatives and drive those significant financial improvements across your organization.
So the message is clear. AI isn't just some far-off concept. It's a practical tool that can make a real difference to your bottom line. And we've given you a framework for thinking about AI in this way.
If you have clearly defined goals and a strategic approach, AI can have a huge impact on your company's financial performance.
And it all starts with that first step.
So what process in your own work or in your organization could be a good candidate for an AI automation pilot? One where you can really measure that ROI and start unlocking that EBITDA edge? Think about it.
Food for thought.